Wednesday night, heading up to the Rise Center in Brantford and picking up a big win over Rise Prep.
I don't know why it's not going.
Samuel with the board on the missed free throw. Driving baseline, and he steps out of bounds.
It's on my phone. Wait, what do you mean you haven't gone on to?
So Thornley will have possession. It will be Jameel Telford inbounding. Barthélemy will run the offense, and now it goes back to Telford. He's guarded by Samuel. McNeely spinning. Being checked by Rattan Mays. Now it's Barthélemy. Short on the three ball. Moncrief up ahead. Rattan Mays. No good, rattles in and out on the three. Here's McNeely with it. Barthélemy shooting it early. He's got the stroke going, and he knocks another one down. 9-4, an early 5-point lead for the Thunder here on their home floor. It is Rattan Mays with it to Joe Jones. Ball is deflected and tipped. Rattan Mays to inbound along the far sideline. Gets it in. Moncrief driving baseline, kicks. Samuel, three from the corner, no good. A big decision looming for Tyrese Samuel as he turns it over. Here comes McNeely. Transition three, no good. Just short on that one. Rattan Mays now. Pace starting to pick up. Over to Moncrief. Inside. Lays it up and through. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. And so Thornley, 9-6 the score here. Just shy of the 3-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Keyshawn Barthélemy with it. Barthélemy surveying the floor, gets it over to Telford. Telford drives into the lane, picks up his dribble, in trouble, gets it to Barthélemy. Look out, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. That was Thal Beal losing his shoe inside the paint on the drive by Barthélemy. It's been a bit of an up-and-down year for Thornley thus far. They got off to a great start and then dropped 3 out of 4 and have since won back-to-back games to put them up to 5-3 on the season. Good for third place in the East Division alongside Rise Prep. Barthélemy, second on its way, is good. 11-6 to score. And you can see Keyshawn Barthélemy, he is fired up for this one. Playing against several of his former teammates from his time at Athlete Institute a year ago. Moncrief rejected as he drove baseline, and it will be off Orangeville Prep. A great crowd on hand here this afternoon at Thornley Secondary School. Many students in attendance. Packed gym for a big OSBA showdown. And here is Telford with it, guarded tightly by Rattan Mays. Now to Beal. Barthélemy. And a foul underneath. It was Rattan Mays getting tangled up with Telford. Orangeville Prep. Again, a hectic schedule this week, but over the weekend playing in the grind session, going 2-1. It was their first stop on the grind session. And there's a three. Jameel Telford. Nice setup from Cassius McNeely. Driving kick action leading to the open three. Here's Rattan Mays with it. Guarded tightly by Barthélemy. Inside to Jones at the high post. Looking for a little dribble handoff. Nice back cut from Rattan Mays. Gets it out. Three on the way for Samuel. He is no good. He is short on that one. Barthélemy up ahead. Inside. McNeely lays it up and in. A good look on the delivery from Abalash Sertandran, and in transition, the Thunder take advantage. A 10-point lead for Thornley. Rattan Mays forcing him to the baseline. Driving, no good. Looking to scoop it up with the right hand. Barthélemy, look out, in transition. Blocked on the weak side, and good recovery and chase from behind from Joe Jones. Substitution coming for Thornley. Corey Gardner checking in for Thal Beal. A good start for the Thunder here on their home floor. And they inbound. It is Sarandon inbounding to Telford. Now McNeely with it. They're into a 2-3 zone look defensively here for Orangeville Prep. That's a good look. Telford 3, no good. And that is the OSBA's second leading rebounder. Abalash Sarandon, he is called for the offensive foul. He's been a pest on the boards, here in the early going this season for Thornley. And like the intensity here this afternoon, you see some jawing on the floor. It was Telford and Samuel getting into it, and certainly the intensity picking up here this afternoon as we see Giovanni Scott check into the ball game. Here's Rattan Mace to Scott. Deep triple, short, rebound. That is Sarandon, and that is what he brings for this Thornley team. A steady presence, rebounding the basketball. Barthélemy, bang! In transition, in rhythm, and bottom of the net for Keyshawn Barthélemy. Off to a strong start here this afternoon for Thornley. Just over midway through this opening quarter. Scott with it. Looking to get it down inside to Joe Jones. Jones can't convert on the layup attempt. Barthélemy with the rebound. He dribbles across the timeline. Almost throwing it away, but corralled there by Sarandon. Head dribble handoff, gets it back to Barthélemy. Jumper, no good. Rebound secured by Moncrief. Substitution coming. It is Thao Beal checking right back in. And Jameel Telford will get a breather. Rattan Mays across the timeline for Orangeville Prep. Off the screen, it is Moncrief on his way to the basket. He is fouled. Driving into the lane, he'll go to the line for two. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. So impressive this summer for Team Canada with the U17 national team. And he's carried that over. Strong start to his OSBA season. First free throw was good. Moncrief, second attempt at the line is good. So 2 for 2 on that trip for Matthew Alexander Moncrief, and a substitution. Trayvon Blake checking in. Corey Gardner taking a seat. Barthélemy running the point, orchestrating the offense. Gets it over to McNeely, back to Barthélemy. Sarandon kicks, driving. That's Blake with it. McNeely thought about it, kicks to the corner. Sarandon driving, kicks it out. Good draw and kick action, and the three ball is off the mark, but there's Sarandon. He drives. Thao Beal lays it up and in on the putback attempt. Rattan Mays. Timeout on the floor. Orangeville Prep. Tony McIntyre wants to talk things over with his squad. We mentioned that they were down in Arizona over the weekend competing at the grind session. A 2-1 trip. Their lone loss coming against Bella Vista Prep as they were competing in their home state. It's been a big week for some Orangeville Prep alumni, or Athlete Institute alumni, if you will. The likes of Ignas Brzdikis, of course, and you had Lugens Dort, and Dort coming off a 33-point performance last night, leading ASU, Arizona State, the Sun Devils, to yet another win as they captured the MGM Resorts Championship. One of the marquee events during Turkey Week, and of course it is Thanksgiving Day in the United States, so we'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching south of the border as you enjoy your afternoon Thanksgiving feast. It's been impressive to watch some of the prospects emerging from this Orangeville program. Of course, you have the likes of Jamal Murray and Thon Maker competing in the NBA, but the latest crop that has emerged, Ignas Brzdikis at Michigan, he has been outstanding. The Wolverines are 5-0. They took down number 8 Villanova, defending national champs, last week. He's averaging close to 15 points a game, a great start to his freshman season. And when you look at early projections for this June's NBA draft, you see 5 Canadians on the board, projected to be selected in the first round. Of course, R.J. Barrett, a projected top 2 pick. But then you got some names that are certainly going to be familiar to people who follow the OSBA, Brzdikis, and of course, Lou Gentz, Dort, Simi Shitu also in that conversation. So, and of course, even Nikhil Alexander-Walker, someone who has ties to this Thornley program. And a block underneath as we resume play. Nice job defensively. Here's Thal Beal in transition. Up ahead, a little bit too far out in front, but recovered there and retaining possession. Blake kicks it. Beal, Barthélemy, floater, short, battling underneath, and securing the rebound is Orangeville Prep. Rattan Mays, look out! Tyree Samuel, foul on his way to the basket. A block called on Trayvon Blake. And Tyree Samuel will head to the line. The pride of Montreal, Quebec. A big decision looming for him. Expected to make an announcement regarding his college destination relatively shortly. The decision appears to be imminent. He's down to 4 final schools in his recruitment. Wake Forest, Seton Hall, Pittsburgh, and Georgetown, all vying for his services. Samuel, second attempt at the line is good. So an 11-point lead for Thornley. It's been a great start for them here in this opening quarter. McNeely under pressure. Kicks it, driving into the lane. Going up strong, that is Sarandran, and he can't finish the layup. Doesn't get it to drop. Samuel, dribble handoff. Moncrief turns the corner, spins into the lane. Nice pass on the kick, extra pass. Rattan Mays, good ball movement here, and a travel. And Samuel, as he collected, took a step to his right, whistled for the travel. Good catch by the officials. McNeely to inbound. That's Mike DeMagus with it. Dribble handoff exchange to McNeely. Thought about it for a second. Sarandran. DeMagus. DeMagus to Blake. Blake sidestepping his way into the lane and no good. And now here is Rattan Mays with it. Up ahead to Moncrief. Oh, Matthew Alexander Moncrief gliding through the air and finishing off the window. DeMagus fakes the handoff, drives baseline, kicks out. Sarandran, that's a great look. 3 on the way, no good. Off the top of the backboard, offensive rebound. Now losing it, and Orangeville Prep will have possession. Rattan Mays. Moncrief, rhythm, triple, long, no good. McNeely with the board. McNeely, good feed up ahead, and a block from behind. That is Giovanni Scott. Coming in for the big rejection off the glass. Kicking it out. Samuel straight away. Triple, short, no good. Jones with the rebound, puts it back up. Samuel got it on the putback. The offensive rebound and the finish. Might have got away with over the back. But he's doing a nice job of attacking the offensive glass. You can see some fatigue maybe. A little lethargy from this Orangeville side as they try to get into a rhythm. 3rd game in as many days. Crossing over, Beal. Jumper no good. Rattan Mays had Scott up ahead, but he is fouled in transition. Substitutions coming. Some wholesale changes for Thornley. Zyphion Grant, number 21, checking in for the first time this afternoon. Barthélemy returns as well, as does Jameel Telford. Familiar face in the crowd this afternoon. Ben Lee, former Thornley standout. He is watching on and supporting his former team. As a free throw is good from Rattan Mays. Of course, he was a standout performer over the summer. Ben Lee was for Team Ontario, the U17 team. Significant contributor. Telford, guarded by Rattan Mays. 3, deep, no good. That's a missed triple from Grant. Here comes Moncrief in transition. Back to Rattan Mays, and they will slow things down. Rattan Mays drives, sees a lane, fouled on his way to the basket. And they did their best. They were intending to ice that screen, and a lane opened up, and Rattan Mays attacking the basket. 33 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Orangeville Prep starting to chip away. It's now a 4-point deficit after that made free throw from Rattan Mays. Second attempt on its way, also good. Bartholomew. Over to McNeely. Inside, Telford got it. Good look. An excellent lob pass to the interior from McNeely. A backdoor cut, Telford laying it in. Rattan Mays under pressure. Time winding down here in the first. Moncrief driving. Great defense there from Cassius McNeely, getting a hand into the cookie jar and forcing the turnover. Four seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Thornley leading by 5. Here's Bartholomew. Bartholomew drives high off the window, but no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the opening quarter. Thornley out in front of Orangeville Prep, 23-18. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, second quarter action from Thornley Secondary School. Welcome back inside Thornlea Secondary School here in Thornhill, Ontario. Second quarter action about to get underway. The Thunder leading Orangeville Prep 23-18 after one quarter. Cassius McNeely set to trigger along the sideline. Big opening quarter for Keyshawn Bartholomew taking on his former team. McNeely inbounds, and it is Bartholomew across the timeline. Handoff exchange with McNeely to Thalbeal. Bartholomew off the screen. Here comes McNeely into the lane. Off balance. Oh, tough shot. Knocking down the mid-range Jimmy. Cassius McNeely. Nice execution coming out of the first quarter intermission. Samuel with it. Giovanni Scott thought about it, says why not. Misses it long. Here comes McNeely. Thunder in transition. McNeely drives. Can't finish, and a foul. So Cassius McNeely will go to the free throw line. McNeely played parts of last season with Huntington Prep out of West Virginia. Of course, the alma mater of Andrew Wiggins, as well as Xavier Rattan Mays, the older brother of Shamar Rattan Mays. now playing with Orangeville Prep. So McNeely, second attempt, long on the free throw. Here's Rattan Mays with it. Crosses the timeline. Rattan Mays looking to set up the offense. Moncrief, nice job by Telford jumping out and defending on the perimeter. Scott, left hand, drives. Good body control, can't finish. Samuel, and one! Tyrese Samuel. The rebound and the finish plus the foul. And so he'll go to the line looking for one more. It's been a tight rotation thus far for Orangeville Prep. Yet to see Ben Hendricks this afternoon. A rebound secured, and Barthélemy will run the offense for Thornley. Barthélemy to McNeely. McNeely using the screen. Telford drives against Samuel. Nowhere to go, steps through. Nifty move, but can't get the left hand scoop shot to drop. Samuel inside. Joe Jones recovers, and there's a steal from McNeely. Good recovery defensively from Cassius McNeely. Barthélemy, look out! And a rejection. There's Joe Jones. Three on the way. Bang! The ball deflected out to Zephon Grant, and he knocks it down from the corner. Rattan Mays. Samuel off the double pin. Samuel steps back, corner three, no good. Rebound, Barthélemy. McNeely to the corner. Another triple, why not? Let it fly, no good. Rebound, Thalbeal fighting for it. Here's Rattan Mays. Rattan Mays with it. Samuel inside of Jones. Jones isolated against Grant, lays it in. A mismatch underneath, and he makes the most of it. A 7-point lead for the Thunder. McNeely will orchestrate as he crosses the timeline. Barthélemy, quick trigger. No good on the three. Moncrief. Cross the timeline, will exchange and hand it off to Rattan Mays. Guarded tightly by Barthélemy. Barthélemy, great defensive intensity. Giovanni Scott down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball is deflected, down to 2. 1, 3, desperation, no good. Rebound secure from Telford. And now in transition, inside, Beal, blocked. Big one-handed stuff from Joe Jones. Substitutions coming. Gardner in. Sarandon in. Beal stays, and McNeely comes out for a breather. Sarandon to Barthélemy to Beal. Now again in a 2-3 look defensively for O-Prep. Mid-range jumper no good. We see Ben Hendricks on the floor for the first time this afternoon. Justice Prentice also seeing his first minutes. Prentice with it now. Calling for the screen, and Scott. Hendricks sets it. Left-hand dribble off the screen. He's got a mismatch driving. Prentice. Oh, nifty move. Tough shot. Justice Prentice. And now here's Barthélemy with it. Impressive body control from Prentice on the drive, and the runner over top of Sarandon. Telford, Barthélemy. 3 on the way. Telford looking good, and it is good. Knocking it down. Jameel Telford. Bit of a hangover, it seems, for Orangeville Prep. This is certainly a tough one for them. 3 games in the span of 3 days. A back-to-back-to-back. Kick. Scott drives. Looking to reverse with the left. Can't get it to go. Barthélemy in transition. Beal fakes, drives, extra pass. Telford driving baseline. Finishing on the reverse. Great finish and excellent ball movement from the Thunder. The lead up to 10 midway through this second quarter. Rattan Mays. Prentice on the wing, drives into the lane. Puts one up, no good. Deflected. And then we'll go Thornley's way. Substitution, Zach John will see his first minutes. John will trigger along the baseline. John with it across the timeline, and Orangeville Prep, they have gone and looking for the back door. Beal nearly throwing it down. And how about Beal fighting for the rebound and the loose ball? I like the creativity there from Thornley. They're playing with some serious venom here this afternoon. Not backing down, and you can see clearly energized and excited about this opportunity. Driving, no good. Rattan Mays can't get the layup to go. Beal kicks. Thought about it. Bartholomew now thinks better and kicks it out. John in the corner, off the screen. John into the lane, up top. Missing that one. He had a look. 3-on-1 opportunity. Hendricks drives. No good. Missing the floater. A 3-on-1 opportunity, and they do not come away with points. And if you're Tony McIntyre, you have to be frustrated about that. It's going to be Orangeville Prep basketball on the jump.
23.
And so Orangeville will have the arrow in their favor, and they'll have the basketball inbounding along the end line. Looks like Abalash Sarandran got cut on his side of his head. He's bleeding, so he will exit the ball game. And for some repairs, McNeely back in, quick trigger. Oh, and a foul. Oh. Interesting foul call there. And the coaching staff for Thornley complaining about the non-call, as Sarandran looked like he might have got hit and was, of course, busted open, had to exit the ball game. And then seconds later, as they're communicating with the officials, the foul called against Shamar Rattan Mays and putting him at the line. 4:07 remaining here in the second quarter. Thornley up 8 as Rattan Mays. The third free throw is good. Zach John with it. Across the timeline. McNeely. Again, sticking with this 2-3. Backdoor! Beal, and they've ran that play on a couple of occasions now, have not been successful in executing on the lob. Looking for Beal. Rattan Mays. Scott with it. Screen set. Hendricks. Moving screen. Good call by the official. We have a timeout on the floor. Thornley want to talk things over. It's a 9-point lead for the Thunder here on their home floor. 3:45 remaining. 36-27. Perhaps a discrepancy in the score. They will check that. It's been an entertaining opening half, and it's evident. I mean, we haven't seen the athleticism on display that we've become accustomed to seeing from this Orangeville Prep team. They've been a little bit lethargic here in the opening half. Could be part of the stint of games where they've played in consecutive days. The lone undefeated team remaining in the OSBA, along with TRC Academy, the defending OSBA champions. been really impressed with the backcourt play of Thornley, and it's not just exclusive to today. They've been exceptional thus far this season. It's been McNeely and Barthélemy, and we saw Keyshawn Barthélemy get off to a hot start against his former side in the first quarter, and then Cassius McNeely, doing it on both ends of the floor. He has been excellent. When the lights are on and you need big-time performances from your best players, it's been those two guys, the backcourt for this team, leading the charge. Going toe-to-toe with Orangeville Prep. As we come out of the timeout, same group on the floor for Thornley. No changes as well for Orangeville Prep. Barthélemy with it. Across the timeline. John, pressure being applied as they bump up this 2-3, trying to be a little more aggressive. To the corner, McNeely, 3. Got it! Cassius McNeely. Nice execution. McNeely getting open in the baseline. Corner 3. Scott drives into the lane. Off balance, no good. McNeely with the board. McNeely, Beal, and he's fouled. Hendricks got a piece of him on the way up. They've made a concerted effort to play above the rim and push in transition when given the opportunity. Really like the brand of basketball we've seen on display here this afternoon from Thornley in the opening half. Beal at the line. First free throw, no good. Class of 2021, Thao Beal. It's got to be one of the more intriguing prospects that we've seen in the OSBA. You talk about the length, the athletic ability. The class of 2021, he's still got time to mature and develop, and certainly see plenty of potential in his game, a very high ceiling as he hit the second free throw. Here's Rattan Mays for Orangeville Prep. An 11-point deficit for this O Prep team, and a foul. Zach John. Bit of a hand check. Rattan Mays inbound near sideline, gets it to Joe Jones, right back to Rattan Mays. Rattan Mays with it. They ice the screen. Jones kicks to the wing. Inside Prentice. Good ball movement. Short corner jumper, no good. Now here comes Thornley. Barthélemy. McNeely. Good feed. Oh, Telfort! Oh, Jameel Telfort. He was trying to baptize the defense on that one. Instead, we'll go to the foul line and we'll shoot a pair. Oh, my goodness. It's a great feed on the interior. Telfort, a key contributor for this team in the early part of this season. Second free throw was good. Rattan Mays with it as we hit 2:40 mark here in the second quarter. Prentice to Jones in the high on the perimeter. Moncrief hands off. Mays, Rattan Mays rattling in and out on the mid-range jumper. Offensive rebound. Joe Jones right back up on the jump hook. No good. And a foul. And so that will be on Thao Beal. Possession will stay with Orangeville Prep along the baseline. Rattan Mays, kick ball, so we'll have to do it again. He will trigger. Rattan Mays looking to get it in. He gets to Prentice, and a travel. Prentice moving his pivot foot before he put the ball on the deck. That will get you in trouble. Zach John. Barthélemy over to McNeely on the skip and a turnover. Looking to get it to the high post. In transition, Moncrief. No good. Uncharacteristic some of these misses that we've seen from Orangeville Prep. The transition opportunities, they just haven't been there. They haven't been able to execute and convert, especially when they have gotten those select opportunities to run. And that's certainly a strong point, and a nice feed underneath, and Jones lays it in. Justice Prentice did a nice job of drawing the defense into the paint and delivering on the bounce pass. Finding the rolling Joe Jones. Barthélemy skips it to McNeely. Nice job. Sarandon to the corner. Beal way off the mark. Subs coming. Telford checking in for Zach John. And you can see the official explaining that ball was not deflected. May have appeared that, although there may have appeared to be some contact, causing that shot to go well offline. Moncrief 3, no good. It's not often you see Orangeville Prep struggling to score, but that is the case. Oh, Barthélemy crossing over, but can't hit on the mid-range jumper, and Beal. Ball goes out of play. Thornley in front, 40-29 the score. 1:07 remaining here in the second quarter, so a great defensive quarter. Great defensive half in general for Thornley. Kicking, Prentice drives. Nice job, Justice Prentice, but he can't convert. Look out, Cassius McNeely, bang out! Two-handed flush. That brings some energy into this gym as Thornley leading by 13, 42-29. Rattan Mays, deep triple, no good. Bad shot, looking ahead. And tipped out of play by Rattan Mays. Cassius McNeely throwing it down with the two-handed hammer. 13-point advantage for Thornley, 31.1 seconds remaining here in the opening half. Fans, be sure to follow at Ontario SBA on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for news and highlights, and subscribe to OSBA TV on YouTube for live games, highlights, and interviews. The Ontario Scholastic Basketball Association would like to thank our amazing team of sponsors and, of course, our trusted partners for always having our back. Pretty River Sports and Entertainment, Crossover, Entropy Custom Clothing, Canada Basketball, Aaron Awards, and Engraving. A great effort on the defensive end here in the opening half from Thornley. Again, like I said earlier, not often you see this Orangeville Prep team struggling to put points on the board. That's been the case here in the opening 20 minutes, just 29 points. And they've missed shots that you typically see them make, and they've struggled to get into any kind of rhythm. Cassius McNeely, the backcourt, both he and Keyshawn Barthélemy have been electric here in the opening half. So 31 seconds remaining here in the quarter. It will be Thornley basketball inbounding along the baseline. A 2-for-1 opportunity perhaps if they go quick. Foul Beal. Turns it over instead. Moncrief. Oh, and he throws it down. Bust a foul. Unsporting foul. And that is Barthélemy, who was trying to stop the fast break. Instead, it is a dunk and a foul. Not the way they wanted to come out of that timeout. 42-31, that prompts another quick timeout. 26.9 seconds remaining, so we'll have Moncrief at the line. They've done an excellent job with those ATOs, those after timeout plays. Unable to execute on that sequence, and it leads to a dunk at the other end, and Moncrief, perhaps that'll inject some life into this Orangeville Prep team. As poorly as they've played, in Moncrief has an opportunity with a free throw here to get it back down to a 10-point deficit. Take an opportunity to tell you about Spalding, the brand new Spalding Precision Basketball, the official game ball of the OSBA, ready to play out of the box. Of Precision features an Eco Grip composite cover and Eco Fiber backing made from 100% recycled material. Its responsive cushion and deep channel designs offer superior control. Use what the stars of the OSBA use and get your Precision today at kahuniverse.com or amazon.ca. Spalding, true to the game. So Moncrief at the line for Orangeville Prep after throwing down the two-handed dunk in transition, and he sinks the free throw. Orangeville Prep will have possession, so an opportunity here to get it under single digits. So it'll be 14 on the shot clock. Rattan Mays to trigger. Gets it to Jones. Rattan Mays slicing and dicing, kicking to Prentice. Three. Looks good. No good. It rattles in and out. Sarandon. Beal. And turning it over. Foul Beal. 13 seconds remaining. Here in the opening half. Rattan Mays with it. Under 10 to play. Rattan Mays, screen set Jones. Mays to the corner. Kicks it. Moncrief, three. Got it, he banks it in! He banks it in at the buzzer! And that brings us to the end of the opening half. What a swing. A 6-0 run to close the quarter, and it brings it down to single digits. Thornlea leading Orangeville Prep here on their home floor, 42-35, and we'll be back after this halftime break. second half action about to get underway here at Thornlea Secondary School in Thornhill, Ontario. The Thunder in their home whites and the purple lettering, black trim, taking on Orangeville Prep. 42-35 our score at the half as the Thunder begin this third quarter with possession of the basketball. Sarandran, and pass is deflected. So strong close to the half for Orangeville Prep. Matthew Alexander Moncrief getting it going in the waning moments of that second quarter with a and one dunk in transition. Deep three, Bartholomew, no good. Offensive rebound, McNeely inside. Telford off balance, and he gets it to drop. Second chance opportunities. Thornlea, they excelled in transition in that opening half. They're going to need to execute some half-court offensive sets and break down this 2-3 zone. There's Moncrief. He's short on the jumper. Had a three at the buzzer to end the second quarter, banking it in off the window, getting it back down to single digits. So 44-35, the score after that Telford lay-in. Will be Orangeville Prep basketball along the near sideline. Prentice starting the second half. He looked sharp, provided a bit of energy coming off the bench. Moncrief to the corner. Prentice back out to Moncrief. Guarded by McNeely. They work it down low. Samuel spinning, looking to lay it in. Might have gotten fouled, but gets it back, tosses it up, and finishes. So the offensive rebound and the second chance opportunity. First points of this half for Orangeville. Foul Beal. Corner three, no good. Telford fighting for it. Takes a deflection off of Samuel, and it will stay with Thornley. For the Thunder, it was Cassius McNeely, Keyshawn Bartholomew leading the way offensively in that first half. Telford driving. Blocked, what a block. Acrobatic play, and on the putback it is Bartholomew laying it up and through. Mays with it, Rattan Mays. Calling and asking for a screen. They're going through their actions. Here's Samuel with it. Guarded by Telford. Samuel steps back, fires way off the mark, gets his own rebound, drives. Offensive foul! The man they call Cash saw it coming, stood in the lane, took the contact, and draws the charge. Bartholomew, Sarandran, McNeely, Sarandran, Telford, great ball movement. Pass deflected. Did a nice job of breaking down against that zone press. A 9-point advantage for Thornley. Telford will inbound. Near side along the baseline. Dangerous pass. McNeely skies up and gets it. Sarandran drives. And one! Lays it in with the left hand, plus the foul on the big fella, Joe Jones. Sarandran, no good on the free throw. Rattan Mays, across the timeline. Moncrief. Samuel. Inside of Jones, and a foul over the back. Sarandran, and they were looking to get Joe Jones a post up right in the middle of the lane. Dangerous pass, and that's going to be over and back. Prentice, a little miscommunication there between he and Rattan Mays. A tough test for Orangeville Prep. They're going to need a big surge here in the second half. Bartholomew, McNeely, Sarandran, Telford, beautiful ball movement. Turnover. Samuel. Oh my goodness, Tyrese Samuel. Like a runaway freight train. Beautiful Finesse in transition. Laying it home with the finger roll. And Sarandon, I like the response from Thornley. Looking for Beal on the inbound. Thornley is in a position here. Up 9. They came out. The response was very positive to start the second half after allowing Orangeville Prep to creep back into it late in the second quarter. They have to take care of the basketball. Cannot afford to turn it over against this Orangeville Prep team. They will make you pay, especially in transition. Looking to get it inside, they do to Joe Jones. Working against Sarandon. Spinning, beautiful step through. Finishing off the glass and a technical foul on Joe Jones. He was exchanging some words with the official and picks up the technical after finishing. So Barthélemy will shoot the technical free throw for Thornley. They will have possession as well, and misses. So it will be Thornley basketball. See Tony McIntyre not pleased with that call. He's clearly not happy. And getting into the face of the official, and now needs to cool down as he walks along the sideline. Barthélemy to McNeely. Sarandon. McNeely on the wing. Cross court. Barthélemy 3. Bank! Keyshawn Barthélemy dials it home from deep. He's got another gear to him. This is outstanding. He missed some time earlier with an injury. Back in the lineup and making big plays for Thornley. Part of the reason why they lost 3 out of 4. They were without their leading guard. And when you have he and McNeely in the backcourt, it makes for a dynamic duo. The foul goes on McNeely. Giovanni Scott in for Orangeville. And Samuel is at the line. Free throw is good. (51-42) the score. Samuel, second attempt, no good. Beal with the rebound. McNeely. Across the timeline. Over to the wing, Gardner with it. Inside. No, good movement on. Excellent ball movement. Sarandon, he is fouled. Tony McIntyre not happy. He thought there was a travel there. But that'll send Abby Sarandon to the line. 6:10 remaining here in the third quarter. First free throw, no good. Sarandon, second is good. 10-point lead for Thornley. Tan Mays across the timeline. Great crowd on hand here this afternoon. Plenty of students in attendance cheering on their Thunder. Missing the layup attempt. Kicking it out, Moncrief straight away. Got it. MAM knocks down the triple. Barthélemy. McNeely. Into the high post area. Back to McNeely. Behind, inside. Great ball movement. Barthélemy, good look. No good. Jones with the rebound. Rattan Mays ahead to Scott. Giovanni Scott lays it in with the right hand. Good patience underneath from Giovanni Scott. Barthélemy. McNeely, and they want to slow this down. Inside, looking up top and laying it in on the backdoor cut was Thal Beal. Good pass from Sarandon. They've had that look multiple times, unable to connect, and this time they do convert. Great high-low feed. Samuel, left hand in the lane, can't convert, gets his own rebound and one. Too big, too strong. He is a handful. Gets his own rebound, and we'll go to the line looking for one more. A 6-point lead for Thornley. Again, fans, we want to remind you, be sure to follow the Ontario SBA on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for news and highlights. And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, OSBA TV, on YouTube for live games, highlights, and interviews. Bartholomew with it for the Thunder. Across the timeline, into the high post, over to McNeely now on the wing. McNeely surveys the floor. McNeely looking to get it to the corner. It's a turnover. This is where Orangeville Prep excels. And they're going to just adjust the shot clock. It will be Orangeville Prep with possession. 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Again, overall, Thornley has done an excellent job defensively. You consider the size, profound size advantage that this Orangeville Prep team has and the challenges that they present on that end of the floor with their athleticism. They've done a terrific job. Look at that pass and the layup. What a feed! Length of the floor on the outlet from Bartholomew. Telford finishing. A dart on the money. Beautiful pass. That was from Quebec over to Ontario. Rattan Mays driving into the lane. Kicks out as he hangs in the air. Scott, three, no good. Jones, nice job. McNeely getting a hand in there. Rattan Mays. Shot clock violation. And so the officials are going to congregate and discuss. And it looked like, certainly, of course, the ball did hit the rim. So I am curious to know as to what the call will be here.
It's our ball. It's our ball. White ball. We have possession. What? No, Christine, no. There's no way.
So Thornley, and you can see disagreement here. The argument is, despite the inadvertent whistle, Thornley had secured the defensive rebound. And that is what their bench is upset about. And every possession very critical in a game of this stature. And there's, might have got a kick ball there. Fighting for it, Jones, Samuel. Shot clock to 5. Scott backing down underneath. And a foul. So a foul underneath with the shot clock expiring. Zyphion Grant, the culprit. Giovanni Scott at the line. First free throw is good. Scott, second attempt, no good. Telford to Bartholomew. Bartholomew to Grant. Falbeal getting ready to check back in. Sarandon drives inside. Deflected, it will stay with Thornley. Sub coming. Beal in for Sarandon. He will take a seat and get a breather. Telford to the corner. Quick trigger. Oh, man. Even with a hand in his grill, Bartholomew unconscious and knocks it down from the corner. And a steal. Great defense. Spinning, keeping it alive. Driving to the corner. 3, Grant, no good. Up ahead. Rattan Mays. Oh, and it was Samuel losing his footing. And you see Bartholomew. A bit of a chuckle. He had a good laugh after Samuel lost his footing on that fast break opportunity. Beal drives, kicks. Will stay with Thornley. Ten-point lead for the Thunder. Orangeville Prep doing their best to stick around. Oh, baby. Looked like he might have got fouled. Bartholomew crossing over, stepping into that one. Looked like there was some contact, no call. Moncrief, no good. Fighting for it, Moncrief gets it back, misses the layup. Jones gets it back. Rattan Mays. Driving, spinning. Rattan Mays kicks, 3 on the way. No good, it's short from the corner. Bartholomew, defensive rebound and in transition. Look out, Bartholomew. Lots of contact, but they're saying he went vertical. Moncrief and a technical foul. So a technical foul issued against Thornley. You see Giovanni Scott, he's things getting chippy here in the third quarter. Got to admire the intensity. This one means a lot to both teams. Rattan Mays hits the technical free throw. McNeely will go back in. Bartholomew will take a quick breather, and I'm sure you could bet you'll see him back on the floor very, very quickly. So Rattan Mays will inbound. To the corner, driving, Moncrief. Inside, Scott, oh, and one. Giovanni Scott initiating contact and finishing. Subs coming. Abalash, Sarandran checking right back in. 2:22 remaining in the quarter. Now a 7-point deficit for Giovanni Scott with a chance to make it, to cut the deficit to 6. He's at the line looking to convert the and one opportunity.
I don't know. I'm asking. Christine called it.
So that was foul on Thal Beal. Scott, free throw is good. And Giovanni Scott, you can see, looking over at the sideline, there are some students here sitting courtside, and they have a megaphone and projecting noise as he was shooting a free throw. So none too pleased with that was Giovanni Scott. McNeely, Sarandran, looking again to get backdoor. Swinging it, driving it. Almost losing the handle. Fighting Sarandran. Telford, shot clock winding down. Telford working against Jones, drives, off balance, no good. It's off Sarandran. I cannot recall seeing this ever in the many years watching basketball at any level.
Not a word. I'm trying to help you out here. Thanks, Tony.
You don't control the game like that,
The official issuing a warning to Keyshawn Bartholomew, and in fact almost ordered him not to check into the ball game. I cannot recall seeing that happen ever. Jones laying it in on the inside. Bartholomew to the corner. Kicking it out now on the wing. McNeely, extra pass. Another great ball movement. Foul inside. It is on Joe Jones. First free throw is good. The OSBA would like to thank our team of amazing sponsors and partners for their support. Pretty River Sports and Entertainment, Crossover, Entropy Custom Clothing, Canada Basketball, and Aaron Awards and Engraving. And so Bartholomew will shoot. There was a technical free throw. 5-point game, 1:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Boy, it's been an eventful second half thus far. Still a long way to go in this one. Telford will be at the line. So Telford will be at the line. So Telford, free throw, no good. Can't hit the technical. He'll get a second attempt at the line. And he misses both. So the Thunder will have possession. Could have added a couple there with an opportunity to extend their lead, but Telford unable to convert at the line. McNeely triggers over to Bartholomew. Bartholomew to Telford. Drives. McNeely. Bartholomew. McNeely, open three. No good. Here comes Samuel in transition. Samuel fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair. So that is on McNeely, his second of the game. Samuel at the line, misses the first. When we talk about some of the big names on this Orangeville team, the one guy who has been really consistent today, I feel at least, has been Tyrese Samuel. Shamar Rattan-Mays has also been very effective and efficient, orchestrating the offense. Bartholomew across the timeline, dribble handoff exchange. It's a 3-point game, under a minute remaining here in the quarter. McNeely inside, Telford goes out strong and finishes over the outstretched arms. How about the defense from Thornley? Now a 6-point lead, and they'll have an opportunity to extend it. 48 seconds left in the quarter. Sarandon. He's got a lane. Kicks. Bartholomew. No good. Up ahead. Turning it over. Bartholomew. Telford. Telford drives. McNeely! No good. Still loose, fighting for it. Moncrief ends up with it. Inside, Samuel on the other end, the two-handed throwdown. 4-point game, final possession of the quarter. Bartholomew wants it. Working against Prentice. Down to 4, loses it. McNeely at the buzzer, no. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Orangeville Prep, again a late rally to end the frame. It's now a 4-point ball game. 62-58, Thornley out in front. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. Welcome back inside Thornley Secondary School here in Thornhill, Ontario. Fourth quarter set to get underway, and we are underway as the host Thornley Thunder lead Orangeville Prep 62-58, and right on cue it is Shamar Rattan-Mays knocking down the deep triple. That makes it a 1-point ball game. It's been a defensive battle, tremendous intensity, a battle between two heavyweights in the OSBA, and a steal! Samuel throwing it down! The first lead of the ball game in what seems like forever for Orangeville Prep. The turnover and the slam. And now you see the Orangeville bench getting into it. We talked about a bit of a hangover for this team. The third and final game of a back-to-back-to-back. They also played over the weekend in Arizona, so all the travel that they have endured. How about the finish on the interior off the window? I think we got a great quarter. An offensive foul! Wow. Wow.
Christine! Christine, can we watch the off arm, please?
Looked like Rattan-Mays got his arm up. Instead, he gets the benefit of a foul call and will trigger on the end line. Scott. Rattan-Mays to Scott. Drives.
What do you want him to do? Tony! What do you want him to do?
I think the aim of playing defense is to prevent the offensive player from scoring the ball. I am genuinely confused at those last two foul calls. Genuinely, absolutely confused. Prentice with it. Bartholomew guarding him. Prentice crossing over, left hand in the lane. Underneath, Scott backing down. Good fight for it, battling underneath, and a turnover. Up ahead now. Look up. McNeely back. Bill! Two-handed throwdown. Great heads-up play from McNeely. Rattan-Mays answers right back with a layup. Sarandran, McNeely, we slow it down. Beal. Foul. Thornley will inbound, far sideline. McNeely, the inbound to the corner. Sarandran, McNeely with it at the top. McNeely working against Samuel. Count it! Plus the foul, and this gym is rocking. Cassius McNeely with the shot clock winding down. Beats Samuel off the dribble, draws the foul, and finishes. McNeely at the line. Yes, knocking it down. It is now a 4-point Thunder lead. Rattan-Mays. Rattan-Mays to Moncrief. To Prentice. Scott at the foul line. Drives. No good. Gets his own rebound. Ooh, dangerous. No basket. It's McNeely getting the foul and Scott picking him up. So it'll be on the side. Scott Hands it right back to Rattan Mays. Rattan Mays to Prentice, to Rattan Mays. Off the screen. Oh, triple rims in and out. Rattles in and out. A little bit off balance. Had a good look though. McNeely. 7 minutes remaining. Surrendering, and it deflects off his hands. So McNeely will get a quick breather. Telford back in. Rattan Mays. Screen set. Drives. Kicks. Samuel. 3. No good. Tipping it back up. Scott can't convert. Surrendering. Ahead to Beal. Surrendering. And 1! Another big play, big finish in transition. Abby Surrendering. Beal with the delivery. Surrendering misses on the free throw. Rattan Mays. Prentice drives. Oh, wow! How about the pass from Prentice and the throwdown from Giovanni Scott? Bartholomew. Surrendering. McNeely right back up. Beal. Bartholomew, pull up, short corner. Oh, wow! Off balance, falling away. Somehow gets it to go. Keyshawn Bartholomew. Prentice, Rattan Mays, screen set. To the corner, Moncrief drives, kicks. Prentice crosses over. Inside. And 1. Tyrese Samuel. Finishing. You see the length on full display right there from Tyrese Samuel. Outstanding finish. So Samuel looking to make it a 3-point play at the line. He's been productive this afternoon. And he knocks it down, and we have a timeout on the floor. What a ball game. 5:57 remaining. 3-point lead for the Thunder here on their home floor. Again, Thornley 5-3 on the season. Orangeville Prep, one of just 2 teams still undefeated in this OSBA campaign, along with the defending OSBA champs TRC Academy. 6-0. The story has been the play of Cassius McNeely and Keyshawn Bartholomew. They've gotten contributions, Thornley has, from several players. Abby Surrendering, he has been excellent. Thal Beal has made some plays down the stretch. Jameel Telford. For Orangeville, it's been really mostly about their 2-pronged attack, led by Shamar Rattan Mays, and Tyrese Samuel. Fans, we'd like to tell you a little bit about Spalding. The brand new Spalding Precision Basketball is the official game ball of the OSBA. Ready to play out of the box. The Precision features an Eco Grip composite cover and Eco Fiber backing made from 100% recycled material. Its responsive cushion and deep channel design offers superior control. Use what the stars of the OSBA use and get your Precision today at Kahooniverse.com or Amazon.ca. Spalding, true to the game. .557 remaining here on this Thursday afternoon at Thornley Secondary School. A matinee affair between Orangeville Prep and the Thornley Thunder. Beal will inbound under his own basket. for Thornley. And it will be Barthélemy who will run the offense. Barthélemy floats it in. Lost it momentarily, got it back. Finishes on the floater. Moncrief. Scott. Giovanni Scott. Oh, Giovanni Scott! Look out below! Punishing the rim. The in and out move and then the hammer. McNeely under pressure. Barthélemy. Ooh, fouled. On his way to the basket. Rutan Mays commits the foul. It's a one possession game. Barthélemy with a chance to stretch it back to 2. So the unit you would expect to see on the floor for Orangeville Prep, maybe the lone exception, Justice Prentice, but he has been superb today off the bench. But you have Moncrief, you have Scott, you have Samuel, and of course you have Shamar Rutan Mays. Free throw is good. 5-point lead. Rutan Mays. Barthélemy driving. Great defense by Keyshawn Barthélemy. And a jump ball. Keyshawn Barthélemy active on the defensive end. Be Thornley ball on the jump. The arrow in their favor. McNeely coming back to carry possession of the basketball and bring it over the timeline. Handoff. Barthélemy. Telford off a cross screen. Offensive foul. And it was Thalbeal. He got his arm extended. It's a good call by the official. Rutan Mays. Across the timeline. To Scott. Straight away. 3, no good. Sarandon hands it right off, and now it's McNeely with it. McNeely, Sarandon. Nice job. Drives. Blocked. Oh, emphatic rejection. And a recovery from Giovanni Scott. Thalbeal will exit. Corey Gardner will come in. 4:23 remaining. Telford drives. Fading. Got it. Mid-range, Jimmy. Timeout, Orangeville. Thornley has stretched it back to 7. 79-72. We'll take a quick break. We come back, 4:16 remaining. Thornley out in front. Back, coming out of the timeout. It will be Orangeville Prep basketball. 4:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 79-72. Thornley out in front. So Orangeville in the bonus here in the quarter. And they have committed 14 fouls. So then an opportunity. Scott, no good. How about Gardner getting that defensive rebound? Great job on the inside from Corey Gardner. McNeely across the timeline. They run it through their backcourt, and it's a pretty dang good one. McNeely, shot clock winding down. Exchange, McNeely fakes, three. Bang! Big time players make big time plays in big time games. He knocks it down. Rattan Mays. Handoff. Scott puts his head down, drives, kicks. Prentice off balance, no good. Rebound secured. McNeely. Sarandon. McNeely. Fouled hard on his way to the basket. 3:10 remaining. And after that triple from Cassius McNeely, it's now a 10-point ball game. McNeely, first free throw is good. Second on its way, also good. You gotta love the fashion statement from McNeely. Look at those shoes. He's got one pink, one blue. I like it. Being different can also be positive. Rattan Mays. Oh, nice move in the lane, but he can't finish. McNeely with it. 12-point lead. Gardner cutting McNeely. Up strong. God, there's a lot of contact there, no call. 2:40 left in this ball game. Prentice for three. Rattles around, but falls short. It stays out. Now here's Barthélemy. Would be a statement win for Thornley to knock off the undefeated Orangeville Prep. Under pressure. Telford cutting. McNeely misses the layup. Back out. Gardner! No. Telford. Yes! Offensive rebound and the follow-up. I love the energy. I love the intensity. They have done a terrific job here this afternoon. What a job by Thornley. 2:04 remaining. 2:04 away from knocking off a 6-0 Orangeville Prep team. And they have their backs up against the wall now. Does Tony McIntyre's squad. Fans, of course, we invite you to follow Ontario SBA on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for news and highlights, and of course to subscribe to our YouTube channel for live games, highlights, and interviews. Outstanding performance here this afternoon, a matinee showdown out in Thornhill, and it's the man from Quebec, Keyshawn Barthélemy, making a ton of noise for Thornley, taking on his former squad and doing damage. 86-72 the score. Coming out of this timeout, the glue guy for Thornley, it's pretty evident. Abby Sarandon does all the dirty work, rebounds, block shots, just competes, a relentless motor. And now this is a smart job. Thornley decides to fall back into a 2-3 zone. And what that does is slow it down a little bit and force Orangeville Prep to make good reads. They won't have the opportunity. Oh, deep three. And we talked about making good decisions right there. That might not be a very, very smart shot. Telford will slow it down. He's looking to get it back to one of his guards. And he gets it to McNeely. Lots of contact. Bartholomew comes up with it. Now McNeely under pressure, and he's fouled. So that'll put Cassius McNeely at the line. And now it comes down to situational basketball and converting at the foul line. McNeely stepping to the stripe. His first attempt. Nothing but net. McNeely, the second. Also money. 1:30 remaining. Prentice. Moncrief. Corner, 3 on the way. Short. Again, shots not falling this afternoon for Orangeville. They've struggled from the perimeter. Sarandran, and he's fouled. Conversely, we've seen Thornley make a ton of big plays. Keyshawn Bartholomew, he can feel it, he can sense it. A little bit of a fist pump and a smile on his face as Sarandran will step to the line. This is a high-level point guard. Communicates, he leads. Really impressed with his performance. Not just here tonight, but throughout the early part of this season. He's been electric. Samuel. Inside. Working against Gardner. Giovanni Scott in a foul. 105. Foul Beal. Will come in. Corey Gardner. Outstanding minutes in the waning moments of this fourth quarter. Came in after a bit of an ill-advised foul committed by Thal Beal, and he gave them some quality burn down the stretch. Scott, free throw, first is good. Kenny Ngosi into the game, Hendricks into the game as well for Orangeville. So it'll be Thornley ball, lane violation on the free throw. 1:04 remaining. Telford to inbound. Sarandran gets it and is fouled immediately by Hendricks. So subs will come right back in. They wanted to bring in Hendricks and Ngosi with an opportunity to commit the foul, and that's exactly what happened. Second is good. Now they roll it ahead to Rattan Mace. To the corner, Scott. No time to waste. Spinning, turning, kicks. Prentice, 3. No good. And Sarandran, he loses the handle in the corner. 89-73, under a minute to go. So this will be Thornley's 6th win of the season, and it will be the first loss. They will hand Orangeville Prep their first loss of this OSBA campaign.
First pass, second.
Much of the talk coming in this season was surrounded whether or not this Orangeville Prep team would be able to go undefeated, and obviously that will not be the case. But I think a lot of this has to do certainly with fatigue and a bit of a lethargic effort here on the third day of a back-to-back-to-back. And they also played last night. Anytime you're playing 2 games in the span of 14, 15 hours, that is a tough turnaround. McNeely will be at the line. A big day for him. With 44 seconds remaining, trying to put the finishing touches. It's pretty much academic at this point. He knocks it through. McNeely, second attempt is good. Clinical performance, especially down the stretch. Execute and make big plays. Here's Rattan Mays, three, long three, no good. McNeely, just got to get it across the timeline. He's fouled. They continue to foul. So Prentice, and that'll make the score probably look a little more lopsided than it actually was, but here's McNeely again at the line. And he misses. Had made 6 in a row up until that point. Knocks down the second. Scott. Crossover. Three is well off the mark. And another foul. It's interesting as to why they've elected to continue to foul. It's an opportunity for McNeely to just continue to pad his stats. Get to the foul line and tack on a few more points to what has been a strong performance. McNeely, his first attempt, it's good. Second is good. Wholesale changes. Here comes second unit, and the starters will head to the bench. Big win for Thornley. We'll play out the final 23 seconds. Rattan Mays. Samuel drives, scoops it up, misses. Scott fouled, and you can count the basket. Alonzo Tan at the foul line. Misses the first free throw. 94-76. Tan just to put the finishing touches on this one. Free throw no good, and that'll do it. So the Thornley Thunder knock off Orangeville Prep here on their home floor. 94-76. And it was led by their backcourt. Outstanding performances from Cassius McNeely and Keyshawn Barthélemy as the teams exchange handshakes. Win number 6 on the year for Thornley, and of course, again, Orangeville dropping their first game of the season. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon from Thornley Secondary School. On behalf of our entire crew, I am Daniele Franceschi. We'll see you all next time.